traders, it's 57 minutes past 9 a.m. here in Brisbane on Friday, the 6th of October, and I wanted to update you on my fight with natural gas. So, this one took a while to get into my offense area. I've done the fight card at the beginning of August, on the 10th of August, so quite a long while to wait there in the ring for that moment that I could start my offense, that I could start striking. So let's take a look at what I was looking for and what happened. So as we can see, we've got here a very strong downtrend and we pushed to an area, strong sell-off that got stopped at the area which was the origin of the move that started this big uptrend. So I like that area and I was looking for a turn. As you can see, we had a touch and another touch at that level. So I really like this scenario. I like the fact that we are compressing underneath this level. So I was looking for more compressions of price on the weekly, on the daily for a potential break. Now, if we'll take a look at the weekly, let's just zoom in into that action, we can see those touches around here, but all that we had is a push lower and then a rejection and another rejection. So not a lot of activity. When I've done the fight card, we were sitting around here. So if we'll take a look at the daily around that area, we had a very strong push into that level, but it got rejected. So I was looking for compressions of price underneath this level and a break through it. Or if it was to break from here, then I was looking for a close above and a pullback to test it from above. But as we can see, we went lower, but not as low as the previous low. Then we started very slowly to trade higher. We didn't get a real another touch at that level. We came very close and pushed lower. So I didn't really like that area. I wanted this level to be tested and to be broken. Then we had another touch at that area, but again, because this is also a weekly move that I'm looking at, I really want to be confident that this opponent is going to take this level before I'm starting my strike. So even though there is a level here and I mark that with this line, I've decided that it's not the level that I am going to take for a break. I want to see that the market is actually able to take the purple line, this ultimate high that we've got here. So what happened is the next day we actually broke above it and pulled back to test it from above. So let's take a look at the lower time frame. So we can see we broke above, we also closed above that level, which means I could have started my offense if and when we'll get a pullback to test that level from above, which we did in the next 4-hour candle. So I have started my offense with this candle. Now, currently, difference line is sitting below here. So difference line is based on the daily. So let's just use this line. So I'm sitting here underneath this area. And just to remind you of the knockout area, let's just bring this back down. It's sitting right here around the 38 level. The reason for that knockout level is coming from the weekly, and it is just that spike that we've got here. And if we'll zoom out a bit, we can see it's also that origin right here that pushed higher. So I'm looking in and around that area, might be a little bit lower, somewhere around the 37.50, but that's around the area that I'm looking for the knockout. If we'll take a look at the daily around that area, let's just zoom out a bit, then we can see there's a spike that came from here. So I might just move the knockout area just slightly now that we've in this ring. I want to look at it just shy of this spike. So I'm going to be around this area, so somewhere around the round number of 3,700. So to summarize, my fight with natural gas has finally started. Difference line is still sitting based on the daily chart, But what I'm going to do, since this is Friday, I'm going to see how the market reacts. There was a really strong push over here. If we'll take a look at the lower time frame, it happened quite quickly, that push. I like the fact that after this big candle, we also kept on going higher, but we're overextended. So I do expect a pullback, and if we'll get that pullback somewhere in and around this area, will be quite nice. Then if we'll continue from here, then I can push my defense line. In either case, probably before the market close for the weekend, I will look at either push my defense underneath this area or underneath here. It depends on how the market would react. Obviously, right now, it's not a lot of activity in this market. It's still the Asia session, but I'll be looking for areas to push my defense to protect the space that I've covered in the ring, but also to still allow the opponent a bit of room to move as I'm looking for quite a further knockout area. So I do expect to be in this fight for quite a while now. I mean, it did take almost 2 months for this opponent to get into my offense line. So I'm quite happy to wait a couple more days or weeks for this opponent to get toward my knockout area. Happy knockouts, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.